Hey guys, how's it going? This is Yasir Khan, and in this video, I will be discussing why most people cannot retire comfortably. Okay, and once again, the reason for me making this video is because I keep getting this question, especially from people in the US who are trying to figure out why their parents are working well into their 70s or even into their 80s. Okay, so the first thing to understand is that the way the system works is that you save a portion of your paycheck and you contribute it towards a retirement account, right? If you're in the US, it is going to be a 401k. If you're in Canada, it's going to be RRSP or something similar. So from every paycheck, you contribute a small chunk of your pay into the account. And when you hit 60 or 65, depending on where you live, then you are eligible to take out those payments and use them to support your lifestyle. In other words, once you retire, you start consuming the savings that you have in your retirement account. Okay, instead of living off the income those savings or investments generate. Let me say it again. So when people retire, the problem arises because they start consuming the savings in their retirement account because they have to they have to fund their lifestyle somehow, and they do it by consuming their savings. The right way to do it is to actually live off the income that those savings generate, and that's why your capital, the initial seed capital, is not touched at all. It stays the same, it keeps generating income for you, and that's when you get to live off of it for the long term. The problem once again here is that society doesn't really as a whole believe in investing for income. What they believe in is buying low and selling high. This is why you have so many courses out there which teach you how to invest in the stock market, invest as in air quotes, right? And then they teach you how to buy low and sell high. That is not investing at all. That is stock trading. You're a trader when you buy low and sell high. Okay, there are similar courses out there for for options, where they say create passive income using options. Well, it's not passive income because it's not sustainable, and it won't help you for the long run. People are thinking that they're investing when they're buying something for capital gain. Actual investors, really successful investors, never invest for capital gains. Okay, in other words, they don't try to buy something for $10 hoping that they would sell it for $20. Okay, what they do is they buy something for $10, hold on to it forever, literally forever, and then live off of the income that investment generates. This is especially the case with real estate, rental real estate, and dividend stocks. Okay, so this is the first thing that we have to understand, and this is why I personally know people who are in their 80s who are still working contract jobs, because the retirement money it's gone. Okay, and they were doing the same thing the society at large teaches us to do: save for retirement and then start consuming the amount in your retirement account once you reach 60 or 65, whatever the age would be. And that is frankly a recipe for disaster. So a good way, a better way to do this, to fund your retirement, is to buy assets which would generate income for you for the long term. Okay, this way you're not consuming the capital that you saved up. All right, you're living off of the income the asset generates. I know I'm repeating myself many times in this video, but I want you to really understand this concept because it can literally change your life. Okay, when I started my first online business, Quantum SEO, back in 2008, I used to go through all these courses. I used to study these courses, and I lost a lot of money. I think I lost $50,000 to $60,000 in the stock market alone, because no one, literally no one, told me or taught me to invest in dividend stocks for the long term. What they did teach me was use technical and fundamental analysis to buy stocks when they are priced low and then sell them when they're priced high. And you and I both know that no one can accurately predict the movements in the stock market. Okay? So generally in society, there is no concept of investing and receiving investment income. That's why 1 or 2 or maybe 3% of the population around the world are, they're pretty wealthy, because they understand this concept, and the rest of the people are, when they save money, they end up consuming whatever they have saved, and then they start at square one many times when they're in their 70s and 80s, and that's pretty scary, guys. Okay, so I'm not saying that retirement programs don't work. They do, but if you're following what everyone else is doing, you will end up where everyone else is going. And if you're watching this video, you probably don't want that to happen to you. Okay? So how do you do it? Well, let's assume you have $50,000. Okay? And I'm just putting this number out there. It doesn't relate to anything. It just came to my mind, so I'm just putting it out there. So you have $50,000. You could do a couple of things. Instead of putting a part of your paycheck into the retirement savings account, which when you start taking out of, you will consume the capital, you can buy an investment property, right? Because you don't have to pay 100% down on it. You just have to pay anywhere between 5 to 20% or maybe 25% down, and then get the bank to loan out the rest of the money to you to buy that property. Then you get a tenant in there, and if you do everything right, you will make money off of the property every single month because of rent. Okay, the property will keep going up in price every single year, barring recessions and all that. And your equity in the property will keep increasing every single month because you have someone paying down the mortgage on your property. That's the first way to do it. By the time you retire, if you choose this path, assuming that there's 15 to 20 years left, chances are you will have a fully paid property where nearly all the rent payment, most of the rent payment will go directly into your pocket because the property is paid, so you don't have any expenses. And you're not consuming the capital that you invest into the property. I hope I'm making sense here. Okay? The second way to do it is that you put the $50,000 into a couple of dividend stocks. It's never a good idea to put it into one stock at all. I know people who've lost a lot of money because they didn't diversify. Okay, so that once you put it in the stock, you will get dividend checks. Assuming that it's a dividend stock, you'll get dividend checks in the mail or directly into your account every month or every quarter. Okay, and this is how people who actually understand how the system works, this is what they're doing. Okay, so if you are in your 20s, 30s, even 40s, you have a lot of time to prepare for retirement, assuming that you don't do what every single other person out there is doing. Okay, which means that you should be investing for passive income and not consuming the capital that you are saving. All right. Yeah, I think I've talked about pretty much everything that I had over here. Thank you once again for watching this video. As always, please like the video and subscribe to my channel if you got some value out of it. I try to make one new video every single day, and I just have all this information that I racked up over the years, and I want to share it with you. It's totally free, and I hope it changes your life. Please act on the information, because just watching the video will not do anything for you at all. Okay, most of this information can be used no matter where you are in the world. So I'm pretty sure you can put it into action. All right, thanks, and I'll see you in another video. Take care.